Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Planning Board meeting of January 9th, 2025. Sorry for the delay. We had a little technical difficulties here in council chambers, but we're all set. We have two members here of the Planning Board, and we have two members on hybrid on Zoom this evening, but we do have a quorum, so we can work our way through the agenda. Today, there's just three items on our agenda. Two of them are A&R requests, and one is just to review minutes of December 9th. So before we go into our agenda items, is there anyone in the audience? There's no one here at council chambers. We have one person on Zoom. Would anyone like to make a comment about any items on their mind about planning in Northampton, not about the agenda? Let's see, Jack, Jack, are you there? You want to say hi, Jack? Do I need to unmute? No, okay. Yeah, all right, very good. So here we are. We're going to open up our agenda at 7.
Actually, I have something to say unrelated to this. It has to do with me being in this room. So over the course of this time, I've been dealing with some permits and such, and the Northampton website is just atrocious, and I only have my iPad here, and it completely glitches, and it's been a known issue. And I finally got to a place where I could have the mayor found out who someone someplace is. I sent a video of what was going on, and I asked to be informed about the whoever the company that is watching this, or the company that works on the website. And honestly, I didn't really hear back a whole lot from the mayor's office. And supposedly this thing got escalated. And I think we need to do, when things are tight, we need to really keep these subcontracts, making sure that they're doing their job. And I want to make sure that happens, especially when we're talking about planning and pulling permits and all that kind of stuff that is so important to what we do on the planning board.
Great. Thank you, Sam. Yeah, I know later on this evening, Carolyn was going to walk us through some of the things on the web specifically about our reviewing permits and downloading documents and where they're stored, things like that. I don't know if that's the web issue that you're talking about, but we'll have a chance to kind of look at a few of those things later on, if you're still with us. All right, so hearing nobody wanting to make a comment, we're going to move into our items. The first one is an A&R on Norwood and Warner Street in the Bay State, and we'll throw it over to Carolyn Miss.
Let me just pull this up. I had it on my screen. Okay, I'm just gonna, actually, I pulled the other one up. So let me just pull this one up. Okay, so this is really just a swap of land. At the back, it's at the corner of, let me just zoom out a little bit. Corner of Warner and Norwood. So this parcel B2 is at the rear of B and B1. So it's a transfer from parcel A to B, basically. So not creating a new lot, just sending land from one parcel to the next.
So it's not creating a new lot because there's no frontage?
Right, and it's just swapping this back 3,284 square feet from parcel A and giving it to parcel B. So combined total will be 8,700 square feet instead of 5,450 square feet.
I see.
Square feet. So we just need a motion to have this plan endorsed.
Great. Questions from the board?
Nope, looks good to me.
All
Actually,
right.
I move
How
to
does-
endorse.
I second.
Okay, the motion's been made by Chris Tate, seconded by Sam for an endorsement of the A&R on the corner of Warner and Norwood Street. Any more discussion? Okay, and just because we're on Zoom, we're not all here in person, we have to have a little roll call. So we have to, I'll call out the names and we'll vote yay or nay, okay? So I'll start here in the room. Stacy? That's
Yay.
Yay, okay. Chris,
Yes.
Sam,
Yes.
and George, yes. So unanimous. 4 in favor, none opposed. Thanks. And now we'll move on to our second one, which is at Hatfield and Terrace Lane.
So let's drop this one. Oops.
It's interface.
What? Because this is the inside. Okay, so this is at the corner of Hatfield and Terrace Lane, so near the St. Mary's Cemetery off of Bridge Road,
Mhm.
and where that concrete batching place is on by the bike path is sort of opposite that. So you can see North Elm Street coming in there, which is on the other side of North Elm is where the batching plant is, and the bike path. So this is creating a second lot. So you can see lot 2 is being carved from number 41. And so this there'll be a new rear lot line for number 41 Hatfield, and the new lot will be a Terrace Lane parcel with frontage along Terrace Lane. And the reason why you see this gray box here is because the rear line of this parcel angles toward, so it's sort of trapezoidal, so it's not completely parallel with the frontage. And so the building envelope is on the, I guess that would be the north side of the parcel here. And then because this lot narrows down on the, I guess, southerly side. So, but it in total has 86 feet of frontage with the building envelope being sort of in that first 50-foot width of frontage.
It's a very big lot. All right, questions from the board? Looks pretty straightforward. Any discussion? Motion to endorse the A&R at Hatfield and Terrace Lane?
I'll make a motion to endorse. the
Thank you,
A&R.
Stacy.
Yeah.
Is there a second?
A second.
Thank you, Chris. So the motion's been made by Stacy, seconded by Chris Tate. Any more discussion? All right, so we'll go through the roll call in order because we're on Zoom and not council chambers. I'll start with Stacy
Yes.
and Chris
Yes.
and Sam.
Yes.
All right, and George at council chambers, yes, unanimous. Thank you. Did we get minutes from December?
No.
Okay. That wraps up our formal agenda for tonight's planning board meeting in Northampton. We're gonna just have a short discussion now about our interface with the planning permits, where they're stored on the city's website. We started this About a month ago, I think, Carolyn, maybe at our last meeting,
A couple of meetings.
in a couple of meetings, yeah, last meeting you were away. This was raised by myself and Rich Baker, our newest member, because Rich had a little bit of a learning curve in order to figure out how to access the permits. Speaking personally, I'm doing quite well by it now. I figured out the little glitches that I had earlier, and it was really just user error. So since then, I've been able to download things. I still just have an issue about going on a site visit and being able to bring a plan with me that shows any details. But somehow I'll figure that out, how to print a really big site plan, so I can see it. If I bring my phone and I scroll in, I just don't get that. But that's the only drawback I'm currently having with our kind of interface with the websites, with the application paperwork.
Well, so to that, if, we can, if there are sort of one-off plan sets
Yep.
that are or sheets, that would help you on site visits.
Yep.
We can make arrangements to have, Paradise Copies print, 24 by 36, like one sheet or something
Yep.
for you to do, or if there are other people, or if you go in a group and share one plan
Right.
set, we can certainly do that.
Okay.
So, we have an account there.
Yep.
So sometimes the applicants do deliver extra sets, so we don't need to do that. But we can certainly accommodate
Good.
one or two plans sets being printed
Good.
at Paradise.
And my issue was not with the clicking through to find something, because I honestly wasn't even trying to do that. I was just trying to use the website. The website was just literally glitching, and it seemed to glitch on anything that had to do with an iPad or an iPhone.
Uh-huh.
So that was it.
And was that for building permits or just the
No, just the
whole
general,
website?
the whole website. It was literally like I couldn't. It was literally like flash white and then reset, flash white and reset.
That's annoying.
It was really
Yeah.
annoying. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like one page. It was just like the whole thing. And
Yeah.
there's something obnoxious about because I know that the company does like to get paid. I have no idea what they're getting paid, but I'm sure they like to get paid, and it'd be nice to have them work on our small little site just as quickly.
Yeah.
Do you have any issues, Stacy?
I haven't used it on my phone. I've used it on my laptop and I haven't had that issue. So
Okay.
Yeah.
yeah.
All right.
Yeah, no, I mean, I recorded
I-
it. I recorded it and gave it to them, and they said it was known somehow, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But in terms of navigating the documents that we need to look at or getting to.
I don't think so. I've done it a couple of times.
Okay.
Not since our last meeting. So now I'm forgetting. It's been a while, but I think it's pretty I mean, I don't know if it's user friendly, but it's fine.
Yeah.
I can figure out where to go.
Okay.
So I haven't had issues.
And you, Chris, any issues at all?
No, I've been able to find everything when I need to. I think it's easier than the last setup, personally. I think it's better.
Good.
Forget how it does like the new versions. Trying to remember like if there's a new plan, how does it list that?
Well, so I can show you, it'll have, if there's an updated site plan,
Yeah.
then it goes to the top and then
Okay.
there's a sub set showing like version 1, and then
Yeah.
you might be looking at version 4. So that's the most recent one, but the other ones are there too for you to
But the
look
new
at.
one automatically just goes to the top.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okey doke. And I think I will follow up. We do have a permit coming up in 2 weeks, the large one at the old St. Mary's Church. And I'm gonna
That's not going to be on for 2
Oh,
weeks.
okay.
Yeah.
But when that comes up, then
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask the other planning board members for if they want to join me on a site
Yeah.
visit over there, because it's a kind of a complex piece of property. So maybe.
And if you remind me,
Yeah.
then I can send an order into Paradise,
Good.
for
Good.
that.
My
Oh,
own,
that's the one of the corner of state.
Yeah.
Yeah.
my only other question, Karen, it would be helpful for me sometimes is is there a tool? And it might be very much in the public domain where I can look at any of the lots in town, like a housing site, and click on it and get the details from like the registry of deeds. Is that through the registry of deeds, like to see who the owner is, if there's an abutter to a site, or
Yeah.
does the city have something like that?
Yeah.
You do? And is it available to the public?
Yep.
Yep. In that glitchy website somewhere?
It's on the glitchy website. It's on the planning office page.
Uh-huh.
So there's two ways you can do it. The assessors have their own map. It's not updated as that frequently, but you can use the assessors. Go to the assessors page and it's called Assessors Web Map.
Uh-huh.
And it has, so essentially it'll have the assessor's data there. And you can either zoom in and find the parcel by clicking, or there's a search bar. So you can put name, address, or
Okay.
map ID, whatever of those things that you have.
Okay.
The other way to do it is by going to the planning office page and going to make maps on the map section. And we have layers with Google Earth.
Okay.
So you can load up the layer, the ownership layer essentially. And then so that way, anytime you you can click on a parcel and data will come up
Okay.
about that parcel.
Great.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Um,
Not that I'm going to start spying on all the residents of Northampton, but it is interesting sometimes to see who actually owns a property and,
yeah.
all right. Any other items that want to come up for the planning board tonight? If we're all set, want to head off, I would entertain a motion to
Back
adjourn.
to the blistery cold.
Yeah. Head
Not
back.
really. I move to adjourn.
All right, motions are made to adjourn by Stacy. Is there a second?
I second.
Thank you, Chris. Motions are made to adjourn the planning board at 7:32, and we'll have a roll call vote. Stacy?
Yes.
Great. Chris?
Yes.
Sam?
Yes.
All right, and George? Yes. Thanks a lot, gentlemen. Thanks for chiming in. Sam, best of luck to you.
Thank you so much.
Great hearing from you, buddy.
All right. See you, man.
Okay,
Bye.
Good night.
bye-bye,
Bye.
Chris.